Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this, taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1 live stew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relaxing and outcast, it's everlasting, not clashing, not at all. But see, man, want to do a little acting, not for anyone asking, everyone drip, drip, pop, there goes an orgasm. Now you tap the side of your face, be tapping right into your memory banks. So flick at the ticket, let's see your seatbelt fasten, trunk rattling like two midgets in the back seat wrestling, speaker box vibrate the sand, make it sound like aluminum cans in the bag. But I know y'all wanted that 808, can you feel that VAS, that's vague. But I know y'all wanted that 808, can you feel that VAS, that's vague. All to be turning that and I thought they looking at me, but I was looking at them. They're on the right floor. Now they got me in the middle, feeling like a man. Especially the big girls need love to no discrimination against world. So keep your hands off my cheeks. Let me study how you ride the beat, you big freak. Skinny slim women got the show within them. You can them lift them, give them something to remember. Allow timber when you fall to the top. Take a deep breath and exhale. Your ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, foreign as hell. But let me listen to the story you tell. He can make move a person in jail on and over. He's so fine, so fine, so fine. You know what I'm doing.
You're in the dark with your boys, Doug and Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews.
The originators. Man, we started that whole thing, man. Two Live Stews, YouTube.com, Two Live Stews, Facebook.com.
Stewart Media and Entertainment.
What up to the Qs? Shouts out to all of the Stewies and the Stewettes.
Dogs and poodles, you know it's all about you. I mean, it's really all about you.
Your boys are back. Yeah.
Y'all know what time it is. We got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. It is your boy, the Two Live Stews. He's Doug and I'm Ryan, but together we make your Two Live Stews, and this is your Monday morning edition of the Two Live Stews experience. Student B77, good morning, King. St. Louis Ron, good morning, King.
Everybody can't be a king.
Aggie Pride in the building. Good morning, sir. We're going to give an honorable mention to none other than the beautiful Mocha Bella down there in sunny Florida. That's a good morning to them. And there's always a good morning to you, Dougie Stew. How you feeling this morning, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. How about you?
I too, sir, am feeling fantastic. Good morning, world. Good morning, world. Good morning, man.
Absolutely.
How was your birthday weekend, sir? Because your birthday was on Thursday or Friday, but you know you typically celebrate that on the weekend. How was your birthday weekend, sir?
It was great, man. Shouts out to everybody that gave me happy birthday wishes and whatnot, man.
Yeah,
I really do appreciate it.
It's funny you mention that. Sir, I'm going to tell you happy birthday every day because I've got more likes and more posts or comments on your birthday post than I've on any post I've ever created in my life.
Well, because
I got over 500 wanted to bid you adieu or happy birthday or whatever the term is. Well, it was amazing, man.
Because people were happy to see you act sensible at for once in your life. And wish your big brother a happy birthday, man. But really, man, I really do appreciate it, sir. I really do appreciate the kind words and
the people came out. They showed their love. Yeah, shouts out to the good folks in Detroit. WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2. Of course, the Sports Rap Network is in the building. Morning, Detroit. We appreciate y'all. Heard some good stuff about y'all this past weekend. My first ball award since we're doing that goes to the Detroit Lions.
Hold on. Can you hold up for a second? Let's talk about the throwback first.
And then I was just giving Detroit a shout out. And since I mentioned them, I wanted to give the Lions a ball award, but I'll wait to give the Lions my first ball award because that's who's going to get it, the Detroit Lions. We'll go back and do what you were saying now. Your birthday, sir. Your birthday. What'd you do for the weekend?
No. I said the throwback. Your throwback.
Well, but again, we
So
started the show talking about your birthday and what you did. So doing 5 things. Let's just focus it one at a time.
Okay. I didn't do anything, man. I'm happy to be here, sir. I didn't do absolutely nothing. I watched football.
Yeah,
and that pretty much is a present to me. Shouts out to South Carolina State University as I think about it, my first ball award. Yeah. 42-14. We put all in that with Bison.
Wow.
Teams like Howard and Morehouse, they're not good at football. They're good in books. And while they're studying, a football team is practicing.
I'm willing to bet that both organizations practice the same amount of time.
Yeah, but them dudes from Howard, man, they're different level studiers, and book smart and all that stuff. 42-12, we control our own destiny for the Celebration Bowl. If we beat, as of right now, we
win,
Delaware State.
Win.
I think it's the 2 weeks. So we got North Carolina Central is going to be a tough game. And then we also, last game of the year, we got Delaware State. If we win those 2 games, we'll be back in Atlanta for Celebration Bowl festivities again.
When we win those 2 games.
Absolutely. So shouts out to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs!
Georgia Tech had a bye this weekend, so there's no need for me to give them a baller award, even though they'll be getting one this weekend. Shouts out to the Yellow Jackets. They'll be taking on Boston College this upcoming weekend, or Boston University this upcoming weekend. Okay, now to the throwback. Yep, this past weekend, I was inspired to find this throwback when the Denver Broncos snuck through and won a game. I believe the game was on Thursday. Let me see. Who did Denver play this past weekend? It was a really, really bad game. Not necessarily bad, but it just wasn't a great game. That's probably the way I should say it. The Raiders, they beat my Raiders 10-7 on Thursday night. And somebody said if the Raiders lose, because I predicted they would win, that I had to put this jersey on. So I'm putting it on, sir.
Hold on. Let me guess.
Okay?
Damn, I guess every week. Yes. Well, I've already seen it now. It's a single digit, so it's got to be John Elway. It's got to be John Elway. Yeah. I mean, God, man, we try to have some fun with that. Like, I would have guessed, I was going to guess Steve Atwater, you being a safety.
What number did Atwater wear?
When he's 7.
There you go. Very good. Yeah. Very good.
I was going to guess that, but you stood up a little bit and I saw it was a single digit.
I did.
It had to be Elway. It had to be well.
I apologize for ruining the surprise, the artist surprise. My apologies.
That's dope as hell, man. You got more throwbacks than I thought. I didn't realize that you had a John Elway. You never really wore that because I don't remember you wearing that and seeing that before.
Listen, man.
We're talking 25 years ago about.
Shouts out to the owner and proprietor of Distant Replays. I realized that pretty much every time I went into Distant Replays and I took someone and they bought something, that the owner, Andy, would look at me and say, go ahead and grab you one. So I started going by like 3 times a week with friends. I mean, it was a no-brainer.
Go ahead and grab you one.
If I bring someone in and they purchase something, he looked at me and said, go ahead and grab you one. So I would just grab one. And I started going like 3 times a week, sir. So I've got 50 or 60 of them over here.
So, Andy, what was his last name?
I want to say Hyman.
That sounds right. So Andy was the owner, proprietor of Distant Replay. Literally, the guy, the store that started the whole throwback jersey trend in the early 2000s.
Who's the first person you saw wearing a jersey, throwback jersey?
Well, I mean, it's well chronicled. Outkast.
Very good, sir.
And what video was it? I can't remember. But Outkast, Big Boy, as a matter of fact, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of which, we're going to talk a little bit about Outkast and jerseys and conspiracy theories. But so Andy started the throwback jersey crave of the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, I didn't realize you had that many. I didn't realize. I didn't.
JuJams 4 said, "Don't mind if I do," which is what I said. If me stopping by to say hello and bringing a guest that purchases, it's going to make you tell me to go ahead and get one, then I'll come by almost every day during the course of the week.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes business sense because if you bring somebody that's got money, if you bring somebody and they got money and they come in there and they buy more than 1, 2, 3, or 4, then him giving you is kind of like a marketing.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's a marketing fee to you.
And when I bring someone who's never been to the store, they see the store, likes that store, buy some stuff, they're coming back.
And they're going to tell other people.
And they're going to tell a friend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got 50 or 60 of them over here, man, and I'm going to wear one every single day we do a show.
It's called a domino effect.
Yes.
It's called a domino effect.
Yes.
And that store isn't still around, is it?
Oh, no, that store's been good.
Yeah.
The jewelry I used to wear when I played in the league, it was the same thing.
What do you mean?
I would have a jewelry party once a month at my crib.
What is this, Tupperware?
No,
Jewelry party?
I'm being honest.
Uh-huh.
I would have a jewelry party once a week, once a month at my crib in Detroit.
Uh-huh.
I would invite my jeweler, who would bring, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry over, set it up. I'd make some food. I'd have some drinks, and I'd invite teammates over.
You were in a gated community, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And he had security.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. He didn't leave it. He didn't come inside my house without security, and he's got a couple $1 million worth of jewelry with him.
No, and he was ninjas trying to rob me.
He would. Oh, that's smart for you to do that.
Yeah.
He would lay everything out, set up a display in my front room, and as my guests would come and purchase stuff, every time they purchase, he would put a line down.
Get you something.
Right. Every single time.
Some earrings or something. He wouldn't give you no real expensive stuff.
No, he would say, pick you something.
Uh-huh.
And I would never go for the biggest stuff or the shiniest stuff or the diamond. I would never do that. I was respectful, but I would easily, get some nice pieces, because when you got buddies that end up spending $250,000 at your house, the least he could do is give you something. Right?
Yeah, some earrings.
That's how the world works, man. That's how the world works.
Yeah, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. It's as simple as that.
All right, man. Set this show up, man. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, man. That's a hat and everything, man. That's really tight. Thank you for joining your boys in the Two Live Stews. The Two Live Stews experience.
The hat's a little tight because my cornrows have grown like another inch since last week, so it's kind of hard to put the hats on now. But hey, it's working, man. It's working.
Right. Hey, like, share, and donate to the show. All right. If you can donate to the show, help us keep the lights on. We'd appreciate it. But hit the like, share button. And if you like to donate, once again, donate to the show. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol. Click on that and donate whatever you like. And if you're watching the replay of the show, same thing. Look to the bottom of the chat. There's a heart symbol. Click on that and donate whatever you like, once again, to the show and help us keep the lights on. We got the Arlie Report coming up a little bit later. Big news and entertainment. Top 5. We've got a great top 5 today. I can't wait for the top 5 segment.
We get to hear about Arlie's weekend in Xavier for homecoming.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
We got Last 48, which are the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. And then we're going to read a bunch of your chat messages and talk about everything from this past weekend. Funky 4, the 4 biggest stories, or the 4 stories that we're interested in this past weekend. We'll get to them. We're obviously going to talk a lot of football. In a second here, we're going to talk about the Atlanta Falcons. And just do what we do on a Monday, man.
Pipe down. It's okay.
Well, I don't know if I'd characterize it as okay, what we saw this past weekend from the Falcons, man.
What do you mean?
It's really not okay. Okay is the last word I would use to describe it. We keep losing these games that we have all the opportunity to win. I don't think that's okay. Now, at some point, I think that we'll be able to turn the corner, but right now it's really tough right now, man.
Bijan Robinson, 17 carries, 3 short of 20. They gave him the ball more. As a matter of fact, they ran it 28 times with Robinson and Algier. We'll get into that in a little while, man. But they're like undefeated. They win every game when he touches the ball 20 times. We fell a little short, and so did they. They fell short on the score too. So we're gonna talk about that here in a little while, because it's starting to really drive me crazy.
Well, it's drive you crazy is an understatement, man.
They should have won that game.
They've been in these games. They've been in these games.
I do think that the Colts are a better football team than we are right now. I do think that. So for you to be in a position where you literally could win the game, it hurts a little bit more, because the Colts are going to win the division. The Colts are set to be on to the playoffs. Daniel Jones didn't have one of his best games. We'll talk about it here in a second, but you got to find a way to win these games, man. You got to.
So we've lost 3 games, and we'll get into this all in detail when we get back from the break. But we've lost 3 games by less than 3 points. We actually lost this game by 6, 31-25, but it was in overtime.
Right.
So
I had the Colts at 6.5, and of course, they didn't cover because the field goal kicker missed an extra point and a field goal throughout the course of the game. But
that's called gambling, sir.
But these kickers, boy, I tell you.
So the Falcons, they lost this game. They lost the Patriots 24-23. They could have won that game very easily. And then the first game of the year had all opportunity to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and lost 23-20. And right now, sir, our Atlanta Falcons are 3-6. 3-6 on the year?
3-6.
Yeah.
When a field goal kicker misses an extra point in 2025 after all the gambling accusations that's been thrown around, doesn't that make you go straight to thinking he's shaving points?
Absolutely.
No question. No question. Yeah, they backed the field goals up, the extra points up. They backed them up. So they're no longer like on the 4-yard line, 3-yard line, whatever it was. They're back on like the 15 now, but that's still a gimme.
Unless it's a bad snap or a bad hole, you're supposed, as a kicker, you are supposed to make 100% of your extra points. Because that's all you do all day in practice.
No meetings. They don't have a kicker's meeting.
Why would a kicker come into a meeting? He's not in the strategy of the game or offense or defense.
So while everybody's in meetings, he's in the DB room, linebackers in the linebacker room, running backs in the running back room, and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
The kickers can leave the property.
Hey.
The kickers hang out in the training room and watch their phones or their tablets or their computers or the TV. They don't have a meeting.
They literally can go and get a sub sandwich. They can go get a sandwich, come back and just kick extra points, eating a sandwich.
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, and your good folks at WGPR, Hot 107.5 HD2 FM. We're going to get into story number 1, man, and it's Penix. It's Michael Penix Jr. It's Raheem Morris. It's Bijan Robinson. It's everything Falcons. It's everything Falcons.
Let's go to break, and we got to go to break. When we come back, we'll get into it, man, for real. Hey, thank you for joining your boys on the Two Live Stews, the Two Live Stews experience. But more. We'll be right back.
Raheem Morris needs to pull a damn Campbell. Did y'all see that? That's true. For y'all who don't know, I'll explain a little bit in a second. Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Dust on Ryan Stewart to make up those stews. And this is your Two Live Stews experience. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for liking. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for subscribing. And thank y'all for passing the word. Cheers.
Yeah, hey, the Indianapolis Colts defeated the Atlanta Falcons 31-25 in overtime and Sunday in the International Series game in Berlin, Germany. Jonathan Taylor, 4 yards. I was going to give him a ball award, but I'm not going to do that. 44 yards. He had an 83-yard touchdown that obviously gave him that big number on the day. The game was a tight contest that ended at 25 in regulation before the Colts won in overtime. Sir, what are your biggest concerns about this latest Falcons loss? Once again, I mentioned it before we went to the break. It seems like we've had opportunity. Our record literally could be like 6-3 right now, as opposed to 3-6 right now.
Right. Sir, in a week where you had, let me make sure I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In a week where you had 7 sacks, you didn't win a football game.
Yeah. 7 sacks. Ball award to the defense.
Right. Your 2 rookie quarterback hunters stepped up to the table. Your defensive line kept contained. You had interior pressure on the quarterback, exterior pressure on the quarterback. You had linebackers come in to pressure the quarterback. You had 7 sacks. And this is a team that for the past decade had several games where they had 0. Mm-hmm. You had 7 in one game and you lose the ball game.
Yeah. That's unbelievable. Ball award to Jalen Walker, who had one. The rookie, James Pierce Jr., had a sack. A BDK, I can't pronounce his name, but y'all know I'm talking about. Number 17, he had 2 sacks on the day. So everything that they addressed in the draft, okay, they got these stud defensive ends to put pressure on the quarterback for years. The Falcons have been one of the worst teams in the league in sacks. They addressed that in the draft. They're getting after the quarterback. They're getting sacks, and we still find a way to steal or to pull a loss up the jaws of victory.
Jesse Bates, the third, he gets an interception, 7 sacks and an interception. It's mind blowing how you lose these games that you should not lose, and how you don't compete or you get smacked around by teams you shouldn't get smacked around on. Okay, so the way the coach played this past weekend in Germany, we should have won that game. The way Carolina whooped up on us a couple weeks ago, we should not have lost a game like that. This Falcons team they don't know who they are.
Right, schizophrenic, right. They're all over the place.
You got Penix Jr., who only throws the ball a little over 20 times, but didn't complete even half of his passes. You got Sauce Gardner checking London, but London's still over 100 yards. I mean,
and catches a touchdown.
I thought the Colts would handle the Atlanta Falcons. The line was 6.5. I had no idea the game would be that close. I had no idea the Falcons would compete, but the Falcons, they in essence gave that game away.
Yeah. I mean, they were on a neutral field. By the way, they played in that historic stadium where the Jesse Owens Olympics, where Adolf Hitler was. That's crazy that you're in a place that Adolf Hitler was at one point.
No question.
Couple of things, man. They got to waste more. The play where they were down at the end of the game with like 3 minutes left in the game, 2 minutes left in the game, where it was first down and goal on the 1. Next play, they ran it in for a touchdown. Algiers runs in the touchdown. What would you have done? Would you have tried to, in effect, like, kneel, because they had 1 timeout left. Would you have tried to waste some more clock and risk not scoring the touchdown at all if they were able to stop you a couple of times on the goal line? Or would you have done what the Falcons did and score immediately? I was saying that they should have wasted at least 1 down, maybe 2 downs, and just, go ahead and get the win on 3rd and 4th down.
You're depending on a lot of young guys, especially a young quarterback who has shown that sometimes he doesn't make the best decisions. He's had a couple of grounding penalties this year that has cost our team. So I don't know if Raheem Morris being a questionable coach on the sideline from time to time, and Michael Penix Jr., a young, impressionable quarterback that's still trying to figure things out. I don't know if you have the poise to waste time and not score. I think you got to get it in there as soon as you can, because this team has shown the propensity not to be able to score. You can't go from a team that shows you they can't score to us saying, let's hold off on scoring, in my humble opinion.
It's funny, Bull. The coach of the New England Patriots did the same thing yesterday, and he did it.
Right.
He in effect kneeled down, or not really kneeled down, but yeah, he kneeled down on the goal line to prevent them from having more time to come back and score against them.
Vrabel has a quarterback that is playing the position as one of the best in the league in May. Vrabel has not had a team that has gotten beaten 30-0 this season. Vrabel's teams have been competing every single game. Vrabel's team has shown me that maybe they can handle being told, okay, we got to delay our score. But the Falcons, when they throw the ball in the sand, get grounded penalties and do the wrong thing over and over, you can't tell them put the brakes on. You got to tell them to get the ball in the end zone.
Also a couple times, and on that time where they did score the touchdown with Algiers. Once again, I'm going to go back to this. I've been saying this week in and week out. I hate and absolutely hate that pistol offense. I hate the pistol offense. I hate when I see Bijan on the sideline. Like, there should be no reason that Bijan Robinson should be on the sideline.
Agreed.
And several times they'll bring Algiers in and they'll put Bijan on the sideline.
I don't like that.
Why?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. He could be a distraction. He could be a decoy, have you, if anything else, but he should not be on the sideline. You got to get rid of this offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson. You got to relieve this guy of his duties. Week in and week out, he has called bad games offensively.
I agree. The coach improved the 8-2. They now lead the AFC South. And the Falcons are now 3-6. They have now lost their 4th consecutive game.
Yeah.
And a game that they could have had control over. You mentioned the historic venue, the Olympic Stadium in Berlin. And again, it's tough to beat a team when their running back has ran for almost 250 yards. That's another thing.
Yeah.
They played against the best running back in the NFL this season, and he got his man off like he's the best running back in the NFL this season. 244 yards. That's a lot.
I'm going to ask AI during the break to give me every running back that's rushed for over 240 yards in the outcome of the game. I'm willing to bet there's a very low percentage of those guys that did that whose team lost.
0. Before you do that, I'm willing to tell you right now that if they had over 240 yards rushing, that team is the team that won the ball game.
You're saying 90%. You're sure of that?
I'm saying it's 100.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm saying it's 100.
The Colts, who led the AFC South, improved their record to 8-2 with the wins, strengthening their playoff position. I don't think the Colts were that tough of a team. Now, you said that you thought they were coming into the game, and you expected them to win in high fashion. But watching the game, Daniels didn't look that great to me. I mean, he made some throws.
Stop it.
He didn't look that great to me. That team was beatable. Remember, the Falcons have won only 3 games. We should have beat them. Okay.
Daniel Jones threw for 255 yards, sir. 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Okay. Michael Penix Jr. didn't do too much less. Michael Penix Jr. did not have a bad game.
Well, Michael Penix Jr. did not have a good game, only throwing for 177 yards. That's not good. You want your quarterback to be in the high 200s or low 300s when it comes to yards throwing the ball. And something that Michael Penix Jr. didn't do was get out and run, whereas Daniel Jones ran the ball for 7 times for 53 yards. That's 7.6 yards.
Michael Penix didn't have a bad game in the sense where he threw interceptions. Didn't have any interceptions for 77 yards, like you just mentioned. No INTs once again. He got sacked 3 times for 27 yards on the day.
I don't think Michael Penix Jr. was the reason why the Falcons lost, but like he said, not me, like he said, he needs to have a better contribution every single week.
Throw up that meme tree and you're watching the 2 Last Shoes experience. One other thing I forgot to mention that I don't like as well, and I'll write it down and make sure
that you don't forget it.
That I don't forget. What's the tight end's name? Not Penix. What's the tight end's name? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Who's tight end? Our tight end? Or
yeah, the Falcons tight end.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
But here's the meeting.
Pitts had a huge drop this past weekend.
Right. I'll talk about that. I got to play like it. I don't feel like I'm playing like it. I got to do better. That's Michael Penix Jr. Visibly upset after losing to the Indianapolis Colts in overtime. Says he's not playing like the face of the franchise. He's gonna get better. And you know what? This is one of them years where it's a process. You got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run. And so this is his real first year starting. And I'm being optimistic because I see so many flashes of greatness. Like, I think the kid is going to be very, very good long term.
I'm glad you brought that up. This past weekend, I pulled up. Penix has just got done with his 12th start.
Mm-hmm.
So this past weekend, I pulled up numbers from Michael Penix Jr., Matt Ryan, and Michael Vick for after 12 starts.
12 starts, okay.
Matt Ryan, after 16 games, so he 4 more games than Penix, threw for 3,400 yards. Penix is right now right around 1,600. Mike Vick was only at 785, okay?
Wait. So back up. You're not doing this for the same amount of games.
It's their first season.
Their first season, okay.
Right. So Matt Ryan had a full first ceiling. Mike Vick, did he start his first year?
No, he didn't start his first year. No.
Okay. All right. So 785 yards in his rookie part season, 2,900 as a full starter for Michael Vick after 12 games. Matt Ryan, 3,400. Penix, 1,600. When it comes to passing touchdowns, 8 so far for Penix, 16 in a full season for Matt Ryan, and 2 in his rookie year, but 16 in his first 12 games for Mike Vick.
Mm-hmm.
Interceptions, 3 for Penix, 11 for Ryan, and 11 for Mike Vick. And lastly, completion percentage and efficiency, 60.8% for Penix, that's this season, 61 for Matt Ryan, 0.2 for Mike Vick. In essence, these guys are teetering around doing the same thing. Matt Ryan was the better passer and more polished player, and also I think he had a better team around him to make him the better player. All in all, first 12 to 16 games, these guys are all similar, and the trajectory for Michael Penix Jr. is really strong. Again, he didn't have an overall strong performance this past weekend, but he's not the reason why they lost.
You have to be some type of mathematical genius to figure out everything you just said. But I think your lasting point is the averages are all equaling out to about the same. Some at 16 games, some at 8 games, but if you double the 8 games and you
not 8, 12, because Michael Penix started last year.
Okay. Yeah. Point is they're about the same thing. And with the Vic stats passing are lower, but you could probably add about 800 to 1,000 yards rushing that makes up for the lack of passing yards.
No doubt about it. So I say all that to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Penix is a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be more than just a serviceable quarterback, but there's some things he's got to figure out. The commentators kept talking about how he has forced himself to stay in the pocket because of those knee injuries. He's going to have to get over that. There were several times on yesterday where he could have advanced that ball for a first down. I'm not asking him to have 100 yards rushing per game, but I'm asking him in certain situations, you got to get out of that pocket to advance that damn ball.
Kyle Pitts Jr., man. Have you noticed, and I just noticed it this weekend, he's out in the slot an inordinate amount of time. And I think the reason why he's out in the slot is because they're trying to get him out in space because he's such a superior athlete to most linebackers that are going to be matched up against him. But I also think that that's part of the whole issue with the offense getting bogged down. I think if he were on the line in a traditional tight end stance and formation, they can run more play action. I think play action is affected by him being out in the slot like a wide receiver. I think you couple that in with this whole what's the offense called?
Not the run and shoot, the pistol.
The pistol. I think when they get in the pistol, and don't have a fullback, and he's flanked out as a wide receiver, all of this is affecting their production that they can have, where they can have more consistency.
Okay.
I think they're trying to do too many tricks. They take out Bijan. They bring in Algier by himself. They flank Pitts out as a wide receiver instead of putting him on the line. You can't really get a good play action when you don't have a fullback and running a dive play. It's just all disjointed.
I'm not arguing with you about him being displaced off the line of scrimmage.
That's not working.
But keep this in mind. One reason why he's not on the line of scrimmage and attached to a tackle is because he's not like Darnell Washington for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's 300 pounds.
He's like Nas.
Yes, he can't block nobody. So if he's on the line of scrimmage, he's not going to be an effective and efficient blocker to make people think, they may run a play action. If they put him on the line of scrimmage, that's an advantage for the defense.
They got to do something different, man. Zach Robinson, they got to do something different because this shit is not working. It's working to a point, but they don't get any real consistency from it. And I think because they're doing all of this fancy, they're doing all this fancy stuff. If they line up in an I formation, man, with a fullback and run some dive plays where they can play action off of, they'll be in a much better position comfortably to run this offense, man. Yeah. And I blame it on Zach Robinson. I thought they would have got rid of him by now. I thought Raheem would have dropped somebody on the sword so he can keep his job. Evidently, everybody get to keep their job. But I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Up next in the Dog House with your boys, the Two Loud Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. We're going to talk about one of the best play-by-play announcers in the game.
And we're going to talk about the Colorado Buffaloes. Some positives.
I watched that. Did you watch the game?
I watched the game. I absolutely watched the game.
A very good game that the Colorado Buffaloes could have had, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. Couldas don't do nothing to nobody. You got to find a way to win these damn games. Yeah, Zach got to go. Zach got to go.
Absolutely. When we get back from the break, we'll get into that. And don't forget, man, your thoughts on all of the games, the action this weekend, ballers, busters, and we're going to read a ton of chat at the end of today's show.
Bijan Robinson accounts, prior to yesterday's game, Bijan Robinson accounts for almost 40% of the Falcons' scrimmage yards this season. That's the most by any player in the last 6 years.
Right.
However, y'all keep taking them off the field, leaving them on the sideline to watch the offense on the field. Does that make any damn sense?
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. In crucial situations, I can understand if they're just trying to give them a breather, every once in a while.
Take your breaths if you're tired when the defense is out there.
Absolutely.
His butt is going, even if he's a decoy, he needs to be on the field.
Absolutely. 100% agreed. All right, let's take a break.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Oh, no, it's so unbelievable. The Heisman Trophy now. The boys, the Two Lives Tues, that's so much so to make up those two. And this is your Two Lives Tues experience. Good morning, world. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all.
So that was the great Gus. That was the great Gus Johnson with the play-by-play in Indiana over Penn State. Over Penn State this past weekend.
Yep.
I absolutely love the call. First of all, y'all know I love me some Gus Johnson. I think he might be, not only that, he went to an HBCU, went to Howard, whose ass we kicked this past weekend. I think he's the most exciting play-by-play guy that I think I've ever heard in my lifetime. But a lot of people don't agree, man. A lot of people don't agree. Matter of fact, Treat, look, can we play the sound clip one more time of Gus Johnson's final call and the final call for Indiana over Penn State this weekend?
Unbelievable. Give him the Heisman Trophy now. Before we get back to Gus Johnson, let me say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that game, I got to check their schedule to see who Indiana has left. But I think that game may be the backbreaker that sets the Hoosiers back. I prior to that game, they hadn't struggled with anyone. Prior to that game, before the fourth quarter, all of their games have been over. And I think Penn State, being a 3-6 Penn State team that's 0-6 in the Big Ten right now, I think them pushing the Indiana Hoosiers to a last-second score to get a victory in Penn State is ultimately going to be the setback that the Hoosiers didn't need. We'll see about that. Now let's go back to Gus Johnson. He's amazing, sir.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, well, he's absolutely amazing, but there's a bigger conversation I want to have about this, okay? We've talked several times and over several years about how colonizers don't like to see us happy. And kind of what it relates in particular this year, in particular with Shador.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't like the bravado and primetime talking trash and always talking this, that, and the other. And so I've made this assertion that they don't like to see us happy. They don't like to see us laugh, have a good time. Tree, run this video and we'll talk about it after.
In the Jim Crow days, Black people were not allowed to laugh in public. If Black people thought anything was funny and white people were around, we had to run and find the nearest laughing barrel. Yep, you heard me. We had to laugh in a barrel. That's right. Stick our heads in a barrel and laugh. And when you lift your face out of that barrel, you better have a straight face, or else we will be the center of humiliation, beaten in front of all the white people, or even worse, lynched, all for laughing just because we found something funny. Crazy how something as simple as a laugh back in the Jim Crow days will cost you your life. Have you ever heard the term a barrel of laughs? Well, that's exactly what they're talking about, the laughing barrel.
Holy smokes. Did you know that prior to the video?
I did not know that. That's why I'm saying this is ironic. We talked about this whole thing where, kind of.
You always introducing some issues that hurt people's feelings, man.
I've always pitched this concept this year, over the last 12 months, that these folks just don't like to see us happy for some reason. And it's historical. I actually looked it up to make sure and verified that this wasn't just no internet crap. Right. It's an actual truth. It's an actual fact. You've heard that term before, a barrel of laughs. That's where it comes from.
We had to stick our head in the barrel to express joy and to be happy for something or laugh. We had to stick our head in the barrel, man.
Yes. And my point is that all of the conversation we had about they not liking us to be happy, to show any excitement, to talk trash, to smile.
It's factual.
It's actually historical and it's factual. Just very interesting that I found that video.
Do you know the young lady's name?
No, I don't know who that was. That was somebody that just brought the information to light, like a social media.
I don't think she had any rhyme or reason to the way she had her tattoos set up on her chest. I think she had some displaced tattoos that she kind of just put on her body. And for those that are watching and listening, prior to getting tattoos, have a plan. Don't just put something on your body without having a plan. But anyway.
You learned about the tattoos, man, and you just learned that if we laugh, we get our ass kicked back in the day? I really need you to focus.
That really hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, to know that that our ancestors and the people that were here prior to us, and the reason why we're here, had to stick their heads in a barrel for enjoyment. That's disgusting.
You've heard the term "a barrel full of laughs," right? That's where it comes from.
Times. I've used it several times.
That's where it comes from, man.
No idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and back to the original point, we're showing the Gus Johnson audio and video.
These people.
Gus Johnson, if you go back and look at some of the comments under the clip of Gus Johnson with that final call,
the colonizers letting him have it.
They just letting them have it.
Yep.
They hate for us to be happy.
Right.
And Gus Johnson, with all his theatrics, I absolutely love it.
Yep.
Oh no, they don't want you doing anything like that, man, and having fun and making this memorable call. They just really crushing them. Not everybody, once again, but a lot of the colonizers just crushing them, saying he's the worst ever. I think he's actually one of the best ever as far as a play-by-play guy, but a lot of the colonizers don't think so, man.
Yeah. He dresses extremely nice. He's always, we showed him clashing last week, but clashing is a look. He's only making probably $4 or $5 million a year to call these games.
Been in the business for over like 25 years, man.
Right.
Once again, a Howard graduate, so I'm always rooting for the HBCU grads. Just a phenomenal, and there's a reason why he's booked. Remember the great Henry Welsh used to say, "I'm booked."
I'm booked. Y'all can say whatever you want. Y'all ain't gotta laugh at these jokes. I'm gonna leave here and go someplace else where I'm being paid because I'm booked.
If you go to Gus Johnson's Wikipedia page or whatever, man, this man's been in the business for like 30 years and worked for all of the big networks at one point or another. So ball award to Gus Johnson on a Monday.
Stop that to you, Josh.
Colorado lost to West Virginia 29-22 despite a strong debut from JuJu Lewis in his first career start. He passed for 299 yards and 2 touchdowns. 22 of 35, 299, 2 touchdowns. Notable performance, 63% completion percentage, 2 passing TDs. Once again, this was the number 1 recruit coming out of high school. For whatever reason, time did not want to put him on the field. Maybe he was trying to protect them. But clearly he's the best quarterback they have, and he has the biggest upside. And I think this is Colorado's quarterback for the next 3 years, or as long as he stays in college.
Definitely for the foreseeable future. JuJu had a pretty good game. 290 yards passing is very good. And yes, when you've got older quarterbacks on the team, you want to try to salvage this young guy to allow him to have 4 full seasons. I don't think this was JuJu's first game. I think he's already been on the field, though.
He's already been. But he's still the red shirt thing is kind of funny how it works. He actually played.
Right.
He actually played before, but they were saying his red shirt year was still he was still eligible.
Right.
But I think after this start, I think that's it. He's only got 3 more years to play college football.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably should look that red shirt rule up now. Back in the day, if you
stepped on the field, it was a wrap.
One play. If it was one play and you on the field, your red shirt was gone.
Yeah.
JuJu's played in a couple of games already, so I'm not exactly sure how the red shirt rule works now, but you're exactly right. His performance this past weekend removes that red shirt, and now Deion's got to go with him. But maybe it's good that he goes with him because he looks like he's going to be a player.
Well, I mean, now, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience, the kid looks solid out there, made some great throws in some tight spaces. Now what you got to start preaching and selling to the Colorado fan base is next year.
Right.
Because this year is a wrap. This year is a wrap for Colorado. You talk about next year and you hype everybody up to what this kid's going to be. Will he live up to the billing and being one of the top players or the top player coming out of high school by some publications? And you ride him. You try to recruit around his abilities, his strong suits. You kind of fortify the team, the offense around him, and you look forward to next year. That's all you can do at this point.
And shouts out to JuJu Lewis, who in essence was sacked 7 times and pressured like 5 more times, but still went 22 for 35, 299 yards, 2 TDs, 0 interceptions.
0 interceptions. That's the big thing.
He absorbed the heat. He dealt with the heat. He dealt with the pressure. He got hit several times, but still stood in the pocket strong and did a good job at the quarterback position.
Yeah. Yep. That's even though they lost, and their record right now is, I got to look at their record. I thought I had their record down, but their record is not good right now. Definitely not good. I think they're 3-7 right now. Might even be 2-7.
It's a bad season. It's a bad season. It happens.
That's an understatement.
I just want to say this. There's not many college teams that lose 3 top 10 picks. It's not many. Not many schools have 3 top 10 picks that start for them. So when you lose that, that's a lot to come back from, and it takes some time to replace. That's all I want to say. I know you're going to say I'm making excuses for Prime, but I'm telling the truth also. Bobby Bowden back in his heyday, Joe Paterno back in his heyday, Tom Osborne back in his heyday. That's Florida State, that's Penn State, and that's Nebraska when they were at their height. Never had 3 players that was drafted in the top 10 picks. So it's a lot to overcome, and Prime is getting there, and JuJu's going to assist and or help with that in the future.
Yeah. So right now, Colorado is I don't have it right now. Here we go. So right now, Colorado's record is, I'm not going to be able to pull it up, man.
That's no problem, man. Right now, the Colorado Buffaloes,
I think they're 3-7.
I pulled up the wrong one. I'm sorry.
It's kind of hard when you're trying to do this thing on the fly. They're 3-7. They are 3-7 right now. They're 3-7 right now. Very tough year. Have lost 3 games in a row, maybe even 4 games in a row, but definitely 3 games in a row. Over the last couple of weeks, they've been struggling. 3-7,
1-6 in the Big 12 conference. And again, Deion's on a new contract, getting paid $45-50 million. I don't see him going anywhere. I think he'll weather this storm, and I think they'll be just fine.
Okay, all right. We will see. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Thank you for joining your boys. One other ball award to the Detroit Lions as they dominate.
WGPR.
Dominate.
Yep.
This past weekend, 44-22 over the Commodores. The Washington Commodores, which we'll talk more about. Another story dealing with the Washington Commodores here, and not Commodores. Why I keep saying Commanders.
Commanders.
Not like the singing group.
Yep.
But 44-22 loss to the Commanders this past weekend, fueled by an explosive, strong Russian attack. Dan Campbell on the play calling, key factors, quarterback Jared Goff throwing for 3 touchdowns, and the Lions roll.
Whoa, you got to back up. You just ran over something that needs to be highlighted.
Okay.
What is Dan Campbell's background?
Defense.
Okay. He is a defensive-minded head coach, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. The Detroit Lions made a change offensively Sunday afternoon, and it looks like it was a great move. Lions head coach Dan Campbell, people, the defensive-minded coach that he is, held the play sheet on the sideline at Northwest Stadium and called plays during the Lions' 44-22 blowout over the Washington Commanders. Yes. Dan Campbell said, freaking I can't cope. Give me the play sheet. I'll call the offense.
Now, wait a minute. What position did he play?
He was a
tight end, right?
I believe a tight end, or was he an outside linebacker? It was something like that. But yeah, his thing is defense, to my understanding.
Right. Looking for it right now.
He took the play sheet and was the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions in this game this past weekend, sir.
Right. So, ball award to him, man. They look real stout. And the Lions, we had our little top 5 last week talking about, teams, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, talking about teams. Yeah, he was a blocking tight end. So he actually played offense. And played tight end in the league for the Detroit Lions as a player at one point. But we talked about teams that we think have a real shot to win the Super Bowl this year. And one of the teams that I had listed in my top 5 was the Detroit Lions. And I think you had them in your top 5 too as well.
I most certainly did.
I think I had them a little bit higher though. But yeah, right now they look like the team that's on a crash course for the Super Bowl, sir.
The Lions scored on their first 8 drives Sunday in Maryland. And they took a 25-10 lead into the locker room at halftime, thanks to a pair of touchdowns from running back Jahmyr Gibbs, a 9-yard reception from Amon St. Brown. So shouts out to Dan Campbell, sir. Sir, you want a head coach that can do what this guy is doing right now. Okay, I'm falling short in an area until I can find the perfect person to replace that particular area with. I'll do it. Give me the play sheet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll call the plays.
Yep.
And it worked out fantastically with him doing it.
Yep. 200 rushing yards, over 200 rushing yards, heavily influenced, but once again by Dan Campbell. The Lions defense held the Commanders to just 2 third-down conversions on 10 attempts. Yep. So all areas of the game, special teams, offense, defense, the Detroit Lions, sir, are playing their asses off. Ball awards to them.
I think it's the perfect time for me to ask you a question. You ready for a question?
Question.
What musical instrument is found in the bathroom? What musical instrument is found in the bathroom? A tube of toothpaste, sir. A tube of toothpaste.
Okay, yeah, so when we get back from the break, Hollywood. You see her like in the little bottom of the screen. She's dancing. She's doing a little Arlie dance.
She probably is pumped full of adrenaline, driving back on the road all night last night. Probably tired.
So we're going to get a report. We're going to get an Hollywood report on homecoming festivities at Xavier. I need to find out how they do that because they don't have a football team.
Here you go trying to slam Xavier. Quick question for you, sir.
No, I'm not.
What did the nose say to the finger? What did the nose say to the finger? Studio audience?
I have no idea, man.
What did the nose say to the finger?
No idea.
It's picking on me.
All right, Hollywood coming up next with the Hollywood Entertainment Report.
You may not get it. Look,
don't do that, man.
What did the nose say to the finger?
Don't do that.
Picking on me.
You look like the kid that used to eat their boogers. Was you that kid that ate your boogers, man?
I'm not a boogie eater, but I do have a booger-eating kid. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm trying to still figure out why this kid literally eats boogers.
One of my nephews or my niece eats boogers?
And whenever you catch this particular kid eating boogers and you say, hey, what are you doing? They say, I'm not eating boogers, Dad.
Hello there. It's your favorite cruise director, Arlie Michelle. And you want to be on the inaugural Cruise with the Stews, February 6th through 9th. What's up, Stew Nation? We want to see you out on the big water for the big game. And we cannot wait. Have you signed up to go with us on the cruise yet? If you haven't, there is still time. We want to see everybody's face in the place. We're going to be celebrating from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas, and back. You want to be in the place. Can't wait to see ya. Yay! We're so excited. We're going to cruise together. Cruising with you, cruising with you, cruising with you.
We're always so lucky to have the lovely Hollywood in the building. Good morning, Ollie. How you doing?
13 in the building.
He's not looking at the numbers, Ollie. He's not looking at the numbers.
He is. He's thinking about numbers. You can't miss them.
Shouts out to you, Arlie.
What's up?
You sound like you had a good weekend. I hear the horse in your voice.
Oh my God, Xavier owes me nothing. When I take you to Xavier University, we were celebrating our 100. Oh, get them cornrows going.
They're looking good, Arlie. They're looking good.
I mean, dog, Ryan, I think you're gonna have to cut it after a while. It's gonna be too much for the people. The people ain't gonna be able to take it.
I'm thinking about it. You're right. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you should consider it.
But go ahead back to the weekend, Arlie. You go ahead and tell us about your weekend real quick.
Oh my God. Xavier owes me nothing. Baller Award to Xavier University celebrating 100 years.
Oh, it's your 100th anniversary.
It's our 100th anniversary this year. We did it big. Yeah. Do it big. Yeah. I have New Orleans. I have P-Pops. I have Second Line. I have...
What is the P-Pop? What is it?
Well, it's a penis or a pop.
What?
And when
wait a minute.
we don't say the word, it's either girl's body part or the boy's body part.
Oh,
that's all with a P. And they pop, and do the P. Y'all done heard the song? Pop it.
Must be a New Orleans thing. I've never heard
it. Line ho. You know, all them. Oh, every dance got something. You just got to get your... They move in ways. They're almost like Caribbean people, which I'm sure y'all are used to. The way they move is just different. They got they little dance when they second.
So, Arlie, Xavier doesn't have a football team.
Do not.
So what do y'all do? I mean, because
basketball.
I know. So there's a basketball game that's played this weekend.
We're playing basketball. And we played our biggest rival, which is Dillard University. And it was close. We popped them. To beat Dillard is always amazing.
Right. So y'all won. Y'all beat Dillard. Y'all beat y'all rival.
I didn't get in the game. I mean, I was close to be in the game, but I was too busy. The people need to see me, and they have missed me, so I had to, make my way around.
So for y'all's homecoming, y'all actually have a sporting event, but it's just not football. It's a basketball game.
Yeah. It's a basketball game. It's always been a basketball game.
Yeah, and Claflin does that. Benedict used to do the same thing, but Benedict has a football team now, so... Yeah, a lot of the small HBCU schools without football teams, they just do it around basketball.
Yep. And we have just as much fun. Truth be told, though, Xavier, up until recently, well, the few years we used to do like your classes celebrate every 5 years to go to like the banquet, take a picture with the president, do all the little fancy stuff. And we didn't really have like a tailgate outside. And probably maybe 10 years ago, I don't know when it was, we started actually tailgating. And now it's ridiculously big. You can't park nowhere on campus. It's people everywhere. The children are naked. We need to we got to go back and talk to our little children. And these little girls out there, I saw more tits than I was in Magic City.
Yep. There's this thing that they're doing now. I talked about this last year when I went to Tennessee State's homecoming. There's this thing where they're not wearing shirts. They have a cutoff. They're wearing shirts, but they have a cutoff shirt with no bra, and like you see bottom part of boobs.
Yes. These little girls, they're going to be sagging by the time they're 21. They're going to have titties to their knees.
I think the proper term is teat.
It is. And they're going to have titty meat on their knees by the time they're 21. Because you need to wear bras for support and help the muscle. If it's pulling down all the time, if it's always pulling, you ain't got nothing to help pull them up, they're going to be on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shout out to people I met from Detroit. I told them.
Hands on your knees.
I told them to watch us and listen. So I listen and watch on Hot 107.5. What's up to all my Detroit folks?
I've seen a few new people this morning, and I've already shouted them out. And I said, I bet Arlie introduced the show to them this past weekend while she was in New Orleans. Thank you for your help, Arlie.
I was trying.
Hey, also, man, check out. I'm sorry, Arlie. This is a good place to do this. Check out 2livestewsstore.com. Arlie actually helps us with the maintenance of the site. So check out 2livestewsstore.com. Bunch of great items that you can purchase, t-shirts, hats. It's just great. So 2livestewsstore.com.
It's actually on my bottom of my screen if you need a reminder of what that link is. It's right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. And if you have ideas like, oh, I wish y'all had a so-and-so, let me know. And we can try to get that as a possible item for you to purchase with 2 Live Stews. And we do both vintage and our new 2 Live Stews experience. So check it out. Y'all, I know we got a lot to get to today, and I want to remind everybody, we are cruising in February. For those that are new to the show, we, the 2 Live Stews crew, are going on a cruise. Woo, tongue twister. February 6th through 9th from the great city of Miami, headed to the beautiful island of the Nassau, Bahama. Let's get it. Come join us for fun and sun on the Wonder of the Seas, a Royal Caribbean cruise line, and we are going to have ourselves some fun. So if you're still interested, please hit me up at sme.arleywood, WOOD, gmail.com. Now, funds are due 90 days before we sell. So that's around November the 22nd. For those of you that have already committed, hit me up. We need to talk. I've sent out emails to let you know what your final balances are. Holla at your girl. Don't make me be a bill collector. I'm too busy trying to be happy, okay?
And also the big emphasis for the cruise, or the big thing about the cruise, is we are watching the Super Bowl, first annual Super Bowl cruise as well. So we're going to be watching the Super Bowl. We'll have our own ballroom, and we'll have it up on the big screen, and we're watching the Super Bowl, first annual Super Bowl cruise with the Stews.
Yes, so we're excited about it. Now, it's time for us. And again, happy birthday to Douglas. He celebrated a birthday on Thursday. We're at Title. We sang to him.
I sang to myself.
We sang to him. Yes, it was a great day. I hope you enjoyed your weekend in a new number.
Thank you, Arlie.
So, yes. Shout out to all the stews and stewettes, dogs and poodles, Stew Nation out there who's celebrating birthdays, anniversaries with the one you love, Delta Kappa, Omega, aka versaries, all the good stuff. I'm in such a celebratory mood. We want to say happy birthday to who today? Who's singing?
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Y'all are so kind to all that. That's
You're far
so
too kind. Thank you.
They're great. So I just want to say, and he is still performing. This is going to be us. Who's great Bobby Rush is 92. My aunt loves him. When I say want to go with him, be his boo, she is so serious. She think they go together in real life. Shout out to my Aunt Lucy. Comedian actor Sinbad is 69. Comedian Tommy Davidson is 62. Actor, and karate dude, Michael Jai White is 58. Comedian and actor Tracy Morgan is 57. He has a new show coming out on CBS. West Coast rapper Warren.
Hold on. Do you get Tracy? Do you get his jokes, man? Do you laugh when you see him on stage?
I've never really seen him on stage. I used to laugh when he played Hustle Man.
How about you, Ollie? The Hustle Man bit is the only thing that he's ever gotten laughs from me out of. Yeah. I like Tracy Morgan. Think he's a great guy, but I just don't get what he does when it comes to making people laugh. It's above my head, maybe.
Okay.
So for us, I'm not a big, it's some people that make me like, oh, I am hurting. Like, I'm going to tell y'all who funny. God, his name not going to come to me. He got a one name. It's going to come back to me. His stand-up was so funny. He was talking about something going to borrow somebody else's gun for January 6th. Pew, pew. That dude is so funny. He used to be here in Atlanta. Earthquake.
I've seen Earthquake live.
He kills it.
Yeah, he absolutely.
Bob Boy, what's his name now? I'm looking at a little bit of he bitty. He
I didn't mean to make you divert to something else.
And I'm like a cat with a pen light. I'll go. West Coast rapper Warren G is 55 today. Rapper You God is 55 today. Isn't that cool? 55 is the number. R&B singer Gina Thompson, 49. Rough Rider rapper. Y'all like that? Eve, 47. Who's that?
One of the best to ever do it.
She's fine. She's pretty.
Oh, man, Eve can rap. You can rhyme, yeah.
And she was a good actor. I used to like her little show.
Me too. Yeah.
I like her little show. And Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Corey Gamble, is 45 today.
That's
so, y'all.
Everybody.
Oh, and I can't forget, I'm sorry, quarterback went to go coach his high school team, come back to as a quarterback for Tampa Bay. Teddy Bridgewater is 33.
Happy birthday, Teddy. He'll be back up for another 5 to 6 years, too.
Heard he's a fan of the Stews.
Yep.
I want to ask you, where were you when you first heard all the players came?
Yes, let's talk about it. Yes.
So what year did that come out?
94, I think. It had to be before 94.
I was in Magic City. I'll never forget it. I had lemon pepper wings. I had a Hennessy and cranberry, and that song came on, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm not sure where I was at, but it was monumental because I knew them boys could go.
Playalistic. So the first song that came out was Players Ball. But then I took it with me because I was in New Orleans at the time. I took it with me down. I'm making everybody listen to this because at the time, my brother was in the industry. And I got an early copy of it, and it had not hit the radio in New Orleans. New Orleans big on their music.
Right.
They was on the Masterpiece and the Second Line, all that stuff. And I just kept playing. Everybody was like, what is it? I was like, y'all gonna know. I'm just telling you, the South got something to say. And all these years later, here they are being inducted into the Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame.
Cass, shouts out to Outkast.
Shouts out to you, Cass.
Let me tell y'all another little tidbit. So I sing in a band. For those who don't know, I'm also a vocalist, and I sing with a band that travels every weekend all over the place doing all kind of fun, private parties mostly. One of the owners of the band is of the famous Horns group, Horns Unlimited. Horns Unlimited plays with Outkast. They are the original sound. Odie Odie, which is my favorite. When then he say, get out, sliced up. Now, who else Hollywood Court? And people think it's Hollywood Code. That is not a person. It is a place. Hollywood Court was a location over by Archer High School, just so y'all know for a little Atlanta reference. Anyway, I wanted to say last night I watched some of the I watched their, performance. I hate that Dre didn't perform. Doja Cat, not sure why she was out there singing.
Sorry, wait. Dre didn't perform?
Time out. So Miles and I are watching this live while they're talking, and a Goody Mob's on the stage. They got a whole bunch of people on the stage. They're shouting people out.
Right, they brought the whole Dungeon family. Right.
And Big Boy goes, we about to bring that smoke, that fire. We about to set it off, blase. And Miles goes, I can't wait to see Dre 3000 rap, Dad. I've never seen him rap. And I said, Miles, you won't be seeing him rap today either, son. He goes, nobody's on the stage. They're about to rap now. I said, Miles, you will not be seeing 3000 spit any bars.
Go ahead.
Everybody leaves the stage. Big Boy comes back. Sleepy Brown comes out. Everybody comes out.
Killer Mike,
except for Dre. Dre does not come out to do any of the rap songs.
Listen, I don't want this getting back to this man or to the Dungeon family, anybody, any of their associates. What is his problem?
I want to answer this.
I'm just asking the question. What is this problem? I didn't notice until you're saying this right now. I've seen all of the pictures and all of the, the responses and them thanking everybody when they actually were inducted. And so I'm like, I'm going to see the rest of it later where he actually performs. First of all, I didn't expect him to even come. So when I saw he came, I was like, he must have performed. He didn't perform?
No.
Let me say this. They said that when they were on the circuit, they had to beg him to come back for the 20 year. And there's so many stories they've told me from behind the scenes of stuff, which he's an amazing human being. But when they were on the run, they said they were out in LA for like a month, just doing every one of the morning shows, night shows, all that stuff. When Hey Ya was big, when they first came out with Speakerbox, somebody wanted him to do Hey Ya, and he was like, damn it, if I had to sing this song one more time. And everybody else was thinking like, this is huge. Everybody, look, he hates it.
He does. I remember him saying that like on a nighttime show like Letterman or something like that. He came on stage and he was like, for the 1,000th time, Hey Ya, go ahead and hit it.
Listen, you see Triple Platinum Batmite's comment, Richard Andre said he doesn't want to rap anymore, or at least right now, said rap is a young man's game. You got to respect that and honor that. He don't want to be a 55-year-old rapper no more. He's doing other things now.
That's his art. But he for the people. You can't, we the people show. We here for the people. You think I want to get up early in the morning and battle with y'all and hear you and Tree fight and Doug forget everything I said every single day?
Tree always starts it.
So I just need him to get out there and do something. It's making me so sad. But nonetheless, I was glad he appeared because initially they had talked about he might not even come.
Right.
So
I didn't think he was going to come
either.
either.
He was there.
Right. All this eccentric behavior he's exhibiting over the last decade. I don't get it, man.
Let me say, some of it is he had a lot of loss in the midst of that. And I think, they came along at a time where the internet was it wasn't a big deal. Then it came into that social media world and people go hard on you. And he just wasn't for it. He had lost his mom and that took him down. And then he had a cousin who was killed, who happened to be my ex-boyfriend. And then, because I'd be killing people. I know, isn't it crazy? And so it was a lot going on. And I think in one of his raps, he talks about, I think it was the one that he did with Kanye. I think he did a verse on something and just I think it was on the Donda. And there was some explanation to it then. They had to get him to, when he performed, when they did Coachella, Prince is the one who restructured his whole show because they had just kind of got up and he was like, you don't know who you are. You don't understand. Prince was like, called him, you don't know how big you are. Y'all got to restructure your show because y'all are not showing, he was just over it, but he did it because Prince said so. So it was amazing. I don't know why Doja Cat was a part of it. I don't know what representation she brings. They could have got maybe Deborah Killings. They should have got her to come out and sing that part because she has been a part of the Dungeon family forever.
Shouts out to Janelle Monáe. She did an outstanding job.
She did, but they needed, just as a vocalist, and Prince and Tree will probably agree with me, they needed somebody on the lows. They didn't have enough bottoms in there, like enough tenor or bass or baritone, because her voice is so much higher than what they shake it. So there's an underlying lower voice in there, and they didn't have that voice, and I thought that would have helped.
Yeah.
And I think Tyler, the Creator, did an amazing job. He came and set the tone for
us. So where can I see this at? Because I've seen a bunch of clips of them.
You can see it all on YouTube.
On YouTube.
All right.
Yep. But Tree, will you play the video I sent if it's available?
Mm-hmm.
One thing that Jack said, man, Jack is, man, he's one of my favorites, man, about little rooms. And we started in a little rooms. Great things start in little rooms.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
That's out to you, Dre.
And I want to tell us, the True Live Tunes crew, great things start in this little room. So
we actually started in a little room,
yep.
Ryan's basement.
Yep.
That's where the whole premise of the Two Live Stews started, was in Ryan's basement. We were over there playing a Madden festival, and it's a long story to be in the book, and we've told it before, but yeah, little rooms. I get it.
Yep. So shout out to Outkast, shout out to Salt and Pepper, that gentleman that he mentioned, and what's her name? T.O. True, Cyndi Lauper. They were all inducted into the Hall of Fame, and it's great to see them get their flowers. And yeah, Salt went off. She was like, "They got my masters, and they won't give them to me. So y'all fight for us."
Thank you for mentioning Salt and Pepper being inducted also into the Hollywood the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah. Fortunately for them, they went in at the same time as Outkast, so Outkast stole the headlines.
I just realized
everybody else, they were overlooked, but congratulations to all the others that went in also.
It's a big honor. There are so many people that deserve this honor. There's only one person in there that I know of. It's twice Tina Turner for Ike and Tina, and for her solo. You can be nominated. Chuck Berry just got in this year as well. His first class was up in 1985, and he just got honored in 2025. He didn't even show up. He was like, I gotta go work. He went and worked. So that's crazy to me.
On the heels of your report talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we've got a great top 5 in honor of it. So thank you for your contribution.
Let me keep going from.
You know what you're doing, girl.
And I just want to say, former NFL wide receiver, that's another story. Antonio Brown was arrested. They brought him back from Dubai. He is going to be extradited to Florida for attempted murder with a firearm. He could face up to 15 years in prison. So that's nothing but what's happening. It's all the rappers, all the athletes just going to jail. I don't know what's happening, Lord. Help them, Jesus. Help us. A black man can.
A black man can.
Welcome back, Harley. Outstanding job. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, Harley. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. That concludes our entertainment report from the great Harley Wood.
Top 5 coming up next.
We got a great top 5 coming up, sir. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. I'm going to do mine a little different today.
Do yours a little different.
Yep.
Okay. And also, we're going to talk about Trump. Don't go away. Damn. Okay, that's Trump. Exactly.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Harley?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 44770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. We appreciate y'all for being here. Shouts out to the good folks from WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building, and the Stews are very happy to be down with it.
So, sir, this might be one of the greatest top 5 lists that we've ever done. I'm so looking forward to it. I feel very, very confident that I'm going to bring home a win. With this list here, I'm looking at this list right now. I'm like, this is a good list.
You going first because your list is so far? Are you going first?
No. Seeing as I won the last top 5 and I'm making a steady comeback to try to get to that 25 mark. Since I won the last one, you go ahead and you go first. The top 5 people / groups who have not been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
This was extremely tough. I did not sleep last night. I'm going to tell y'all about my list, and then I will show you. Number 5, the First Lady of Song, Miss Ella Fitzgerald. Ella Fitzgerald's influence is foundational. She didn't just sing jazz, she defined vocal excellence. Her impeccable tone, phrasing, and improvisational mastery bridge, jazz, pop, and soul. She set the template for vocalists across genres, influencing everyone from Aretha Franklin to Amy Winehouse. Without Ella, there's no vocal standard to measure against. Her absence from the hall is a glaring historical oversight. Number 4.
You lead off with Ella Fitzgerald?
The soul architects of the 70s, the Commodores. The Commodores were Motown's first evolution into funk, soul, and crossover pop. From Brick House to Easy, their sound embodied the sophistication and swagger of an era that shaped modern R&B. Their musicianship, songwriting, and stage presence influenced generations of bands, from Earth, Wind & Fire to today's R&B ensembles. They were the bridge between classic soul and the polished production of the 80s. Number 3.
Ella Fitzgerald.
The blueprint of a superstar. Diana Ross. Diana Ross's definition of a global icon. From leading the Supremes, Motown's crown jewel, and the most successful female group in history, to a solo career that fused pop, R&B, and disco. Ross shattered every ceiling imaginable. Her artistry, fashion, and presence helped shape modern pop stardom itself. Every diva who followed from Whitney to the great Beyonce today walks a path that she paved.
I would have thought Diana Ross would have been in the Hall of Fame.
The Wu-Tang Clan, the hip-hop vanguard. Wu-Tang didn't just make records, they built an empire and a philosophy. Their gritty storytelling, all beats, and group dynamics transformed hip-hop into an art form of collective genius. Each member became a star in their own right, and their own debut album, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers that is one of the most influential in music history. The Rock and Roll Hall celebrates cultural revolutions. Wu-Tang is one of them and should be in. And last but not least, before I show y'all my entire list, the voice of a generation, Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey has more number one hits than any other solo artist besides the Beatles. But stats don't tell her full story. She fused gospel, hip-hop, and pop into a new sound. She introduced the modern vocal run and built a 30-year career defined by reinvention and relevance. From the vision of love to We Belong Together, her songwriting, vocal range, and cultural influence have reshaped the landscape of modern music. Ignoring her in the hall is one of pop's most powerful architects, and she should be in there. So y'all take a look at my incredible list. Let's move this out of the way.
I got your ass.
Here we go. There goes my list right there. The top 5 who still deserve their flowers. Ella Fitzgerald, the first lady of song, the blueprint for every great vocalist who followed her. She's the standard. Number 4, the Commodores, Motown's evolution, funk, soul, class, and swagger. Brick House, Easy, it's timeless. Diana Ross at number 3, the original superstar from the Supremes to solo royalty. Every diva since walks in her footsteps. Number 2, Wu-Tang Clan, a movement, a culture, a brotherhood. 36 Chambers changed music forever. And number 1, Mariah Carey, the voice of a generation, songwriter, hitmaker, and the hall is incomplete without her. That's my top 5, everybody.
Okay, can I ask a couple questions? First of all,
no, you can
before I
get
get
the
to my
top
list.
5, though.
The Ella Fitzgerald election or elective.
And Samika Samuel said Diana Ross is in the Hall of Fame with the Supremes. I said as a solo artist, Samika. So thank you. But yes, as a solo artist, she's much bigger than the Supremes to me.
You know, you can only be eligible for the Sports Hall of Fames so many times or so many years. Ella Fitzgerald has to be past her time to be to somebody's Hall of Fame. Ella Fitzgerald ain't sung a song in 70 years.
Again, our top 5 is people/groups who have not been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ella ain't in there, and she should be.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
Ella Fitzgerald.
this is my list. This is my list, and that's how it's going down.
Coming in at number 5, De La Soul. The alternative hip-hop sounds from De La Soul pushed up rap to new creative heights and influenced artists like Outkast and Kanye West. Top songs, The Stakes is High, I Know, a roller skating jam named Saturdays, Me, Myself, and I. Coming in at number 4, Mariah Carey. Hey, Mariah, up that like baby with pacifiers. Yeah, Mariah Carey, the woman with the most #1 pop hits for a female artist, who is called the Queen of Christmas and sets the stage for all the big voice divas, beginning with Mary J. Blige and Christina Aguilera and Ariana Grande as well. Coming in at number 3. Come on, man. You didn't put in Eric B. and Rakim. Like you. How fast get to the Hall of Fame before Eric B. and Rakim?
Real quick, sir.
No, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you.
You tried to, and you don't know your list. You're doing 3, but you're talking about number 2. Do your work.
Coming in at number 3, Eric B. and Rakim. The arrival of...
Sir,
okay.
hold.
Oh, okay, Doug. Yeah.
Check
Tree, tell him how you did the list for him.
No.
So he does it the right way.
No, I didn't do the list for him.
Oh, no. Well, you corrected him now, right?
Please check.
He said number 3, Tree. We're listening, Tree. We're listening to him.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I did have...
No, you don't know because you didn't do your own damn work.
Coming in at number 3 is Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. Hip-hop's vast, stemming from their unique blend of aggressive lyrics and martial arts imagery, innovative production that fused with the Kung Fu movie samples, and pioneering business. Their music raised the bar for lyrical complexity and creative sampling, while their group dynamics and individual styles paved the way for countless subsequent artists in hip-hop and beyond. Songs like Cream, Protect Your Neck, Triumph, The Mystery of Chess Boxing, and Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with.
Too bad you didn't know your own list, man. That's a shame.
Coming in at number 3,
you
number
don't know.
2.
You have no idea.
In at number 2, Eric B.
no
and
idea.
Rakim. The arrival of Eric B. and Rakim shifted hip-hop into a lyrical-driven art form that Hall of Famers like Jay-Z, Eminem, and the Notorious B.I.G. would follow. Songs like Paid in Full, I Ain't No Joke, Microphone Theme, I Know You Got Soul, and Don't Sweat the Technique, and The End. And coming in at number 1, Lord have mercy, I had a heart attack when I found out that this guy was not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rick James! If you do not own his 1991 classic album, Street Songs, you should immediately put it in at the top of your purchase list. He called his song Punk Funk, as he was trying to incorporate more punk spins on terrific funk rock sound in the late 70s. Listen carefully to those albums, because you will hear the foundation upon which Prince built his empire. Rick James, I'm Rick James, and there goes my top.
We got 2 quick things.
Mariah Carey, Wu-Tang, Eric B. and Rakim, and the great Rick James.
2 quick things. If Chuck Berry was just inducted into the Hall of Fame, then there's room for Miss Ella Fitzgerald. And the second thing, Doug, you hate ghostwriters, but you got a ghostwriter doing your own list. Something's not right. I don't think you should be. I don't think you should be rewarded.
A couple things.
Not doing your own list.
No, a couple things. Now,
nobody's talking to you, Tree. I'm talking to Doug.
Yesterday at 6 a.m. on this time in France, I sent Doug a text, and I said, "You all should do." I said exactly what Arlie said to y'all later on in the day. But then I sent him a voice memo. I said, Doug, you're going to have to research. You can't just, this is a serious situation. I did not do his list for him. Doug is an aging man.
That's a lie. He just gave us Eric B. and Rakim for number 3. It's not on his list. His list has Wu-Tang at 3. He said Eric B. and Rakim. Yeah, he said Eric B. and Rakim was at number 3. No, Tree, you have Eric B. and Rakim at 2. At 3 is Wu-Tang. He didn't know that.
Why would you even dignify him with that? Don't even respond to him.
You don't have to say anything.
I have a list
told the world.
I have a list told the world. We have actual timestamp text messages.
Yep.
So, Tree, don't dignify him with the foolishness.
Right.
We will put up the top 5 list in the 2 Live Stews Facebook chat group after the show. You have until 6 p.m. Wednesday afternoon to vote. We'll give you the results on Thursday.
I don't talk to Ryan, CVWO5. I don't like his ass.
Yep. For the record.
Come on, man. You want to just go ahead and give it to me right now and just knock your king over?
Sir.
You got Ella Fitzgerald, son.
Right.
You can't beat my list. You want to just go ahead and just submit right now?
Sir, you don't know music like I do. And secondly, you didn't come up with your own list.
You got Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah, you didn't come up with your own list. Somebody else does your work. You didn't know what order your list was in because you didn't do that, son of a bitch. Yeah. The people are going to speak with their votes, and we can't wait for them to do so.
Arlie, can we have Arlie come back in?
Good morning, Hollywood. How are you?
Arlie, you want to talk to your boy there and just tell him?
You're muted, Arlie. You're muted.
Yeah, you got to unmute yourself.
You got to unmute yourself, Arlie. All right,
Can
I'll do it.
you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
We hear you now. Yeah.
Arlie, we wanted to get your thoughts on some things that happened this past weekend with Supreme Court Justice Jackson. But I also wanted to get your thoughts on this story that we have up right now. Donald Trump wants the Washington Commanders to name their $3.7 billion stadium after him. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I have.
Wanting to change their commander's name back to the Indians. We have great people.
Right. So first he wanted them to change the name back to the Redskins, which is, very insulting and offensive to a lot of people. I guess he can't get that, or that conversation isn't moving forward. So now he's saying, because he's going to help them get the funding for the stadium, he wants them to name the stadium after him, I guess calling it Trump Stadium or something like that. What are your thoughts?
And that's not going to happen. But
I hope to God not. We already have to have a presidential library with his name on it somewhere that I would like to already torch, Lord Jesus. But I think Trump the whole reason he even ran for president because Obama got him so good at that state dinner that night. And then now he's just like, I'm going to torch y'all's whole lives. So, no, I think it's too many billionaires pissing out there and trying to see whose wee-wee is bigger. And this is just going to be a fight because there's some billionaires that own this that are the commander's owners. He a billionaire, so it's just going to be blah, blah, blah. It's the colonizers fighting over stuff. Meanwhile, people are hungry and they need their benefits. People have got high gases. People have high groceries. And I don't understand that. And we're all up in arms about what Ketanji Brown Jackson did. And I need everybody to understand how the law works.
So spread out the story with Ketanji Jackson, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Jackson. What happened? And you need to explain a little bit further because a lot of people are confused.
Right.
She was just about to do that.
On Friday, Ketanji Brown, our Supreme Court Justice, who was the most recent nominated under Biden, he said he was going to nominate a Black woman. He did. It took everything to get her confirmed because these people do not like smart Black women. Anyway, on Friday, she did what's called an administrative stay. It is not a ruling one way or the other. It is basically her saying, don't change anything while the appeals court looks this over. So we have 3 levels of court. You go to trial court, you go to appeal court, you go to the Supreme Court. What simply happened was, so we're all in districts. There are 13 judicial districts. Atlanta's 11th Circuit Court. That's ours. Unfortunately, the person in charge of ours, the justice in charge of ours is Clarence Thomas. Each justice is assigned one of those circuit courts. Ketanji Brown Jackson is in charge of District Circuit Court number 1, which is where the everything was happening. It's out of Rhode Island. Rhode Island was suing to make the government pay the benefits out of one of the extra pockets of money that is available to them when you're in an emergency situation. Then the government, Donald Trump was like, hell no, we ain't paying for that. We ain't pulling that money from there because that money goes somewhere else. Then they send it to the first district court. So Rhode Island fights. That's the trial court. That's the first level. Went to the middle level. Before the middle level could make a decision, the high court was brought in. The justice went to appeal it before it was even a decision. And so she said, hold on. I want y'all to just wait. Pause 1 second, let the court make their decision. What people have to also realize about this particular district court, the one that Rhode Island is a part of, is several states that are all part of the districts. And when you get to the appeal level, they all have appointees from Biden and one is from Obama. So those courts have typically leaned very liberal. So what she really, in sense, did was send it back to people that are more than likely, based on the law, going to, and we don't have any proof they'll do this because this is not something we had to hear before.
Yeah, but their track record is Democrat.
They're all Democrats, and they typically lean up. They go with the law, and that's what people don't understand. This is not about feelings. Ketanji was like, I'm like 42 million people about to go hungry. No, I need y'all to let the court do what they do, what their job is. The government was jumping the gun. So that's all that happened.
Gotcha. Great stuff, Arlie.
Thank you, Arlie.
Thank you, Arlie. Yeah, man. Somebody posted it, and Tree actually posted it, man. I hate Trump so much, man. I don't even know. Words can't even express how much I hate this guy, man.
Kip Gordon, this was simply an administrative pause. There has not been a ruling on the merits, which is what Arlie Wood was just talking about.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, Kip. All right, when we get back from the break, man, last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Hot Shoes Facebook tag group in the last 48 hours.
Your Trumpian ways have a problem with putting the black women like Ella Fitzgerald in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, but her time has passed, I think. I don't think she's eligible. That's the point I was making.
Sir, we don't give a damn about you thinking.
I love Ella Fitzgerald.
We don't care about you thinking.
I don't think she can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at this point.
Chuck Berry just got in. They're about the same age.
I don't know, man. I need to do some research.
You know, not only are you not doing your own work, you hating on a black woman that deserves to be in the Rock and Roll.
This is Trumpian ways.
People are going to show you.
What you're doing right now is Trumpian ways.
The people are going to show you. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, we get into our last 48.
I mean, Ella Fitzgerald? 48. When the last time you heard an Ella Fitzgerald song, man?
We're getting to our last 48 up next.
Even on the oldie station. Seriously, when?
Yep. You shouldn't disrespect people that's part of the reason. I mean, she is greatness personified. And here you are slamming her. She deserves better. She deserves better.
Y'all vote. We
all have mothers and we all have grandmothers. Some of ours is past like ours on both sides, mom and dad. Ella deserves to be treated with respect, not shat on like you're doing her right now.
If you are somebody who is impacted by the government shutdown that is threatening your SNAP benefits, here is one way that you can get access to free groceries that most people don't even know exist. Hi, my name is Beverly. I am a COO and your Chief Empowerment Officer. And the program is the Emergency Food Assistance Program through the USDA. All 50 states, including DC and Puerto Rico, have TFAP distribution programs happening right now. But most people have never even heard of it. The biggest thing is that this is not charity. This is the USDA redistributing American-grown food that has already been purchased from farmers. Once accepted into this program, you get monthly boxes that include meat, dairy, eggs, fresh produce, canned goods, rice, pasta, juice, peanut butter. It's basically a big box of essentials, and it's completely free if you qualify after application. Here's the thing about qualifying. The income limits are way higher than SNAP. You can make up to 300% of the poverty line. Once you're in, they'll send you these packages monthly, or they will direct you to distribution centers where you can pick them up monthly. And it doesn't compete with SNAP. So even when the government comes back online, whenever that will be, you can still keep the program as long as you meet the income requirements. Go to USDA.gov, or you can just use a search engine to find the Emergency Food Assistance Program. It'll let you click on your state, and it will tell you the distribution centers that are in your area. It walks you through how to apply so that you can get access to these resources now. And if you know any seniors who are struggling with food costs, definitely share this with them, because a lot of seniors qualify even if they are on Social Security and they don't even know. These programs are hidden in plain sight and funded by your tax dollars. Hopefully this will be a resource that is beneficial to you and will help you get access to the groceries you need.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Shouts out to that information that's being shared on the Two Live Stews experience. Hey, this is your boys, Doug and Ryan Stewart. Shouts out to WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2. Sir, whoever put that in the bank, can y'all email that to me so I can post it on social media? People need to know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people need to know that.
Welcome back to the show. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Thank you so much for joining your boys.
Tree is back there screaming and spitting on the screen. I have no idea what she's saying, but whoever put that in the bank, please send that to me so I can share it with the people.
The producer, fool. The producer put it there because we are for the people.
Absolutely.
And you got to quit bullying this old man over here.
He's not bullying me. Trust me, Tree. He ain't bullying me.
Real quick.
I'm used to this shit. I'm used to this for how old are you? 53 years.
What I just said was, I don't know why Tree popped in, but let me just say this. Whoever put it in there, send it to me so I can post it on social media so more people can see and hear.
Yeah, I wanted Tree to come in to give her commentary on that if she had any. Did you have any? Okay.
She ain't got nothing worth hearing to say. She ain't got nothing worth it.
Hey, thank you so much for joining your boys. Happy Monday to you. Do us a favor. Pass the word, all right? Hit the share button, share the show, but tell people. There's a lot of people you probably know that don't even know we're back. We've been back now over a year and a half, going on 2 years. So pass the word. The Two Live Stews are back Monday and Thursday mornings live at 7 a.m., but you can go back and listen to the replay anytime you want, all right? Here's how you do that. 2, Live Stews, YouTube.com. 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com. When you get on the homepage, there'll be right in the middle section a little tab that says live. Click on the live tab and you'll get the listing of all the shows, in order from most recent to past shows, all right? So 2LiveStudios, YouTube.com, hit live, and you'll get every show that we've done over the last 1.5, 2 years listed in order from recent to past, all right?
Before we get into the last 48, man, my little mama is home today. She is not feeling well.
Oh.
There's a picture of us this past weekend. We went to Lawrenceville for a soccer tournament. It was damp. It was wet out there. And apparently mama's not feeling well. So she's home. And I'm going to check on her to make sure that she's okay. You okay, mama? You want to come and say hi? All right.
Oh, Morgie.
She's going to be okay.
Oh, Morgie.
You're going to be okay, baby. You're going to be okay.
She's fine.
You're going to be okay, baby. I got a hot toddy I'm going to make for you in a little while. Okay.
You know what, man? That's big, man. That's respect. You believe the kid. That she,
yes.
No, let's back up. She can't hear this. You don't believe she's sick.
You're 100% right.
But you're not holding it against her. Like we used to say, the very few times that we said that we were sick and we need to stay home, our parents put an absolute guilt trip on us. Are you sure you're sick? Are you sick or are you sick? like they used to put us under a hot light. So that's big of you, man, to just go ahead and accept what she's saying and believe what she's saying. I like that, man.
It's once every 3 to 4 weeks. It happens once. And what's important is that there's no test or there's no assignment or no project that needs to be done. And if there's no project or no test that needs to be done on that day.
She plans it out knowing that.
Oh, well, right. Well, I mean, if there's a test, then she's got to go. And then I'll let her go, and then I'll pick her up after the test. If there's a project due, she's got to go.
Let me ask you this, and then we got to get the last 40. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. But if there's no test or no project due, and it's just a regular day of school and she's not feeling well, no, she got to go. She stay here.
Let me ask you this.
When she don't feel well, man.
When she stays home, are you the parent that doesn't allow her to do any fun things? Like when we stayed home once in a lifetime,
right.
We couldn't watch TV. We couldn't play no video games because we sick.
Right.
Do you allow her to do anything fun?
Different rules over here. You've got your full gamut of everything that you have access to knock yourself out. Yeah.
What?
No question. Yeah. I can't get into details with that, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Golf cart, basketball, PS. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything. Everything is in play.
Oh no!
But those things help. Real quick. Those things help and allow her to feel better. Okay.
Playing games. You could be at school learning, but you at home playing Atari 2600.
Don't make it sound like it's not.
Not
it's not
Atari
the way you guys.
2600.
It's not the way you guys are making it sound.
All right, last 48. The biggest memes in July Students Facebook chat group. The last 48. It's just a sucker job.
Real quick. What do Santa's elves listen to when they work?
I have no idea, man.
What do Santa's elves listen to when they are at work?
I don't know. What?
Music. Rap music. Get it?
I would have thought about that. I could have got that probably. Jungle Brother 8923.
Go ahead.
From Jungle Brother 8923. Hearing that school bus in the afternoon heals you of all infirmaries. Right. Exactly. Yeah. And you had another one up too, Tree, I wanted to read too. It was very good. If you can remember which one it was. A little message. That's fine. Let's get in the last 48. The biggest memes in the 2 Live Students Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. Here it goes. Rel Scott. If we were sick, we couldn't come out of the room unless you had to go to the bathroom. Yes. Y'all running some type of holiday in over there or something, man? Y'all run some type of, I don't know. Come on, man. Yeah, we couldn't come out of the room.
What I do and the way that I do it allows the baby to heal and not miss multiple days back to back. One down day, she'll recover, and tomorrow she'll go and she'll be fine.
I'm going to sum it up like this. Bottom line is we had to look sick at all times. At all times, we had to look sick. We had to look and act sick. And act like we was okay. We couldn't look like we was okay. We had to look and act sick if we stayed home from school, sir.
When I told JP she wasn't feeling well, she went and got the little thing you stick in the ear to check your temperature. She put it in Morgan's ear, and the thing, it usually gives back the number, right? She put it in Morgan's ear, and the thing said, she's fine. She can go to school. And I said, I don't think so. She needs a day. She needs some downtime. And I'm going to reassess her after the show and I'll maybe get her dressed and make it. But the way she's
so wait a minute. The thermometer says this child is absolutely fine. She can go to school. Why you letting her stay home?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go with these last 48. Come on.
All right.
A little bit more respect. A little bit more just due to the great Salt and Pepper, man. They get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this past weekend as well.
Yep. I just hate it was with Outkast, man, because they got overshadowed because of Outkast.
My favorite Salt and Pepper song is Tramp.
Yeah.
That Tramp video, with them and Herbie Love Bug. What?
Well, wasn't it Tretch? What wasn't it Tretch?
No, it was Herbie Lovebug, the producer.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he was in the video with them at the beginning. Salt and Pepper, man. Salt and Pepper. Let me try to explain it to the youngins that's watching the show, the Greenhorns watch the show. Salt and Pepper had it going on.
No question.
When they were hot, Salt and Pepper was hot. She was like Cardi B, hot as today, hot. For Salt and Pepper.
And the youngest will never know who the DJ was. The marvelous Cinderella.
And she's she's the first DJ ever inducted into the Hall of Fame. So.
First female DJ, I believe. Look it up. I believe they said female DJ.
DJ. But yeah. We'll go with it. Either way, a first.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome.
My favorite, but I'll take your man whenever I feel like it. It's not a bet or a bet. It's a promise from me to you and your sex life too. If you get another brother, I'll take him too. This is my game. Oh.
I'm glad Lucy mentioned that. Lucy says Cinderella lives here in Dallas and she's always out and about DJing. I love that woman. Yes.
And she still looks like
she comes in Atlanta a couple times a year and does a really nice set that's packed and people always come when she's playing.
Man, Cinderella, Salt and Pepper were big. They were big.
They were big, man. We're not talking about Cinderella. We're talking about Salt, Pepper, and Spin-derella, not Cinderella.
Don't try to take it out on me, man, that your list will get destroyed, man. Top five.
The people are going to decide. All right. Shout out to Salt and Pepper. Congratulations, ladies. They deserve it.
Oh, man.
Good album, man.
All right. Next one, Tree. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. So another observation. This is all Rock and Roll Hall of Fame talk today. Outkast is Andre 3000, Big Boy reunited on the red carpet ahead of their induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I had a question, man. You notice anything interesting about 3 Stacks' wardrobe on the event?
He is an eccentric dresser all the time, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So nothing more. You don't read anything more into this?
Nothing surprises me at all when he puts on his fit for wherever he's going to be out at. Yeah, he spiked shoulder pads, skull and crossbone face, a mask.
But look what he has on right now. Nothing jumps out at you, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
It's the jersey. There's a jersey he's got on.
Okay, and what do you think is trying to be implied here by the jersey?
Is there something about?
Or maybe I'm just going too far into it. Huh?
Something about the great James Brown, Jim Brown.
Those are the Buffalo Bills colors, and that's 32. That's the juice.
That is juice.
You think he's taking some type of subliminal shot at society? That's Buffalo Bills colors with OJ's number.
That is.
He even got the red hat on to the Buffalo Bills color scheme.
Sir, that went over my head.
And maybe it's nothing, but I think it's something. This guy is not a nothing guy. This guy does a lot of things with purpose.
There's some symbolism in that for sure. It wasn't by happenstance that he put that Buffalo Bills colored jersey on. I agree 100%.
Yeah, what do y'all think about that? I'll be like George Wallace. I think deeply.
I love how Big Boy wears a fur no matter what time of year it is, whenever he's going to be seen in public. He has on a big fur.
Where was this held at, Arlie?
It's in California, I think.
Definitely someplace.
Cali. I think it was Cali, so he hot.
Well, and not only that, but even when he performs at the Georgia Dome, for a halftime game or a post-game set, or at State Farm Arena for a set at the Hawks game, he gonna have on a fur, sir. He always does that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he came like it was an award ceremony, and 3 Stack came in support of legendary tailback for the Buffalo Bills, O.J. Simpson.
Maybe we can find out exactly why 3 Stacks did it. I'll do a little deeper dive after the show.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Next one, Tree.
Shouts out to Andre 3000 and Big Boy.
Thank y'all for joining your boys.
Big Boy had no problem rocking that set without Andre either. Go ahead, sir. I'm listening.
Just because every once in a while we need to mix in something, Michael Jordan. Over his entire basketball career, Michael Jordan played for 11 championships. He never lost NCAA championship 1-0, Olympic gold medals 2-0, FIBA gold medals 2-0, and 6-0 in NBA championships.
It's why he's my GOAT. It's why he's my GOAT. He wins the big game. There's no question about if he's going to come to play. If it's a big game when there's things on the line like championships and rings, he's going to win and he's going to play well. He's going to dominate. He's my GOAT.
And this kind of takes us into the conversation. I forgot to send Tree the actual meme, but I posted a meme this weekend now about this LeBron James thing. And everybody understood what I was trying to say. It was talking about this Lakers situation problem we got, that the Lakers are playing great basketball. Even though the Hawks beat them this weekend, pull us down, Tree. Even though the Hawks beat them this weekend, I think the Lakers are 7-3, maybe 8-2 right now, playing great basketball. And the Laker Nation is kind of putting out there that when LeBron comes back, that he's going to have to come off the bench. Now, I'm not saying that. But have you seen what Luka been doing and Austin Reeves and all these guys, man? They've been playing great basketball, and the streets are saying, not me. I'm not saying it. Not saying it. That when LeBron comes back from this injury, he might be better served to come off the bench. I'm not saying that. They're saying that.
Right. 7-3 in their last 10 games. They're 7-3 overall. A 1-game losing streak because they won like 5 or 6 straight prior to taking this loss to the Hawks on last night. Now,
5 or 6 wins against the Hawks, you're saying?
No, I'm saying that they lost versus the Hawks.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is why they are on a 1-game losing streak, because prior to that, they won like 5 straight or 6 straight.
Gotcha.
Okay? The basketball's been phenomenal. Sir, let me say this.
These cats been averaging like 30. Austin Reeves and Luka like averaging 30 a night.
It is an amazing problem to have.
Uh-huh.
You're 7-3 without LeBron James, who's out with a sciatica nerve situation.
Uh-huh.
Your team is playing fine. And when you get LeBron back in another 3 to 4 weeks, allegedly, you're going to want him to come off the bench. Why not?
Well, because he's still playing a hot...
Well, again, you're going to have 2 starting fives. Your starting 5 that has gone to the 7-3 record. And then when you rest that starting 5, you bring LeBron, who was a starter by his damn self and don't need nobody else out there. Put him out there with a few players, and you've got 2 starting 5.
I agree. I agree with the premise, what you're saying. Here's the point. The point is, will he be okay coming off the bench? He still plays at a high level. He still, let a lot of y'all tell it, is the greatest basketball player of all time. It's not like most of these guys at the end of their career where their production drops off tremendously because they're old. LeBron's basically still a top 10, 15 player in the game.
To hear you say that, that's awesome. But J.J. Redick and management is going to get to utilize his skill set however they see fit for the betterment of the team. And something tells me LeBron will have no problem doing what he's asked to do.
We'll see. This is going to be a big problem, I think, when he come back. Because he's going to find it insulting that he's on anybody's bench. And I get that. But we have to move forward. He's 40 years old. I'm a Laker fan if you're new to the show. He's 40 years old. We have to move on. Luka is clearly the future. Reeves is going crazy. We have to move forward. He shouldn't take offense to it, but I think he will take offense to it.
And if he does...
And they may not even do this. They may not ask him to come off the bench.
Hey, man, if he has a problem with it, fine. I would totally understand because he's only the league's all-time leading scorer in the history of his game. So if he sees it as demeaning and doesn't want to do it, I would totally understand. I don't think you'll have a problem.
We might have to look for a trade for this guy, man.
Well, I'm positive there's a no trade clause in this contract. He's LeBron James.
Well, he'll be able to decide if he can cancel it or he can veto it or whatever and get traded.
I'm willing to bet that 2/3 of the league would be willing to have him and Bronny come on over to their team.
Yes, everybody wins. Everybody wins. He could get traded to a contender. Lakers can get some draft picks or some whatever compensation.
Marcus Messiah, real quick. Doug is not saying that Austin Reeves is better than LeBron James.
I never said that.
That's not what he's saying.
Never said that.
No, that's not what he's saying. Doug just mentioned that LeBron's probably still a top 10 player in this league.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
probably even better than top 10. We'll
I-
see what happens.
If these cats keep winning at this clip they're winning at right now, it's going to be a problem when he come back, man.
We got a 2-minute trespass coming up. Shouts out to the good folks at WGPR, Hot 107.5 HD2 FM in Detroit, the Sports Rap Network in the building. Thank y'all for being here, Detroit. If you want to hear the remainder of the show after we get done at the 12 o'clock hour for y'all, log on to YouTube, go to the Sports Rap Network app, pull it up, and enjoy the rest of it. We appreciate y'all, Detroit. See y'all on Thursday.
Yeah, see y'all on Thursday. When we get back, we'll finish up with the last 48, and we'll start getting into all of the chat. Thank y'all for joining your boys.
My daughter's coughing, man. I'll be right back. My daughter's coughing.
Yeah, she coughing. Right. Don't go away. Two Live Students Experience.